Earlier, I had spoken to Ms. Jana Tolstikova, CEO TV BRICS, on Prime Minister Modi's visit to Moscow. This is what she had to say.
India concluded its parliamentary elections in June. 640 million voters participated in the world's biggest democratic elections. Journalists have referred to these elections as the world's largest elections and the world's largest democratic exercise. As a result, the government of India is led by Prime Minister Narendra Modi for the third time. The Indian Prime Minister's first foreign trip is to Russia. He will meet with Russian President in Moscow, as it was said. Previously, Russia was the first foreign country visited by the President of Kazakhstan after his re-election in 2022. And in 2023, Chinese President Xi Jinping chose Russia as his first post-re-election visit. Now, the Prime Minister of India, who has won the parliamentary elections, is in Moscow. Experts note that choosing Russia as the first foreign destination for the Indian Prime Minister signifies the high level of bilateral relationships development between Russia and India. Moscow was not picked at random. It is noteworthy that this will be Indian Prime Minister's first trip to Russia in the last 5 years, since his last visit to Vladivostok in 2019. Narendra Modi visited Moscow in 2015, and I really hope that the Prime Minister will have the opportunity to evaluate the changes in Moscow over the past almost decade, as well as to provide the distinguished Indian guests with an insight into how the capital was evolved. The relations between Russia and India are characterized as special and privileged strategic partnership. Indeed, in recent years, Russia and India have not only maintained but also multiplied their cooperation in various sectors, including trade, logistics, scientific and technological cooperation, culture, tourism, and media partnership. It is expected that the leaders of the two countries will discuss issues of cooperation between the countries related to these areas. Moreover, we hope that during the meeting between the leaders of Russia and India, attention will be paid to the interaction of both countries in promoting the sustainable development agenda, as well as issues of humanitarian cooperation between the two countries in the fields of culture, tourism, education, and the media industry. For both countries, the relationship between the Russian and Indian peoples' humanitarian ties play a special role for the two countries. The Indian embassy in Moscow is actively promoting Indian culture in Russia. A cultural center is operating. For Moscow citizens and guests of the Russian capital, the annual Yoga Day and the colorful Holi festival have become traditional events. Indian cuisine is gaining popularity not only in the capital but also in other regions of Russia. In recent years, the interest of Russian audience in turn in Indian films has been growing. TV BRICS International Media Network promotes Indian culture as well. The Russian TV BRICS editorial office regularly covers events related to India in Moscow and other cities. But most importantly, TV BRICS distributes among the Russian audience TV programs, documentaries, cultural and tourism and also business news produced by Indian media, who are partners of TV BRICS network. Russia and India are also actively engaged in international platforms, coordinating joint efforts towards common development goals. Cooperation between Russia and India is evident in the Shanghai Cooperation Organization, Russia-India-China format, and within the UN system. India, as one of the leaders of the Global South, is actively working with Russia in the BRICS format. Promising areas of cooperation between India and Russia in the international relations system include strengthening mutual beneficial cooperation to achieve and promote scientific and technological sovereignty for the two countries, and also enhancing India's role in advancing the concept of the Greater Eurasian Partnership proposed by Russia and overall increasing India's influence and significance in the Eurasian space through cooperation with Russia. The efforts of both countries to develop cooperation with interregional associations are particularly important, including the development of economic ties between the Eurasian Economic Union member states and the Republic of India. Multilateral international cooperation projects are also important. For example, the International North-South Transport Corridor, which links Russia, India, and the new BRICS member, the Islamic Republic of Iran. This exactly project could receive an additional boost after Modi's visit to Moscow. First of all, I would like to draw your attention to the fact that Narendra Modi's visit is taking place 3 months prior to the BRICS summit. It is expected that during the meeting, the president of Russia, who holds the BRICS chairmanship in 2024, will extend an invitation to the Indian Prime Minister to attend the BRICS summit in Kazan. Russia, as the BRICS chairmanship, is certainly interested in high-level Indian representation at the summit of BRICS. India has significant influence on the BRICS and actively participates in shaping the agenda and strategic development of the BRICS group. Following the expansion of BRICS after the summit in South Africa last year, the upcoming BRICS summit in Russian Kazan is expected to consolidate the vector of development for BRICS as the foundation for a multipolar world, an idea embraced and promoted by India as well. The partnership between Russia and India within BRICS, which has been formed since 2006, continues to contribute to the development of multilateral relationships within the alliance and the effective integration of new countries into BRICS. China's President Xi Jinping and Brazil's President Luiz Inácio Lula da Silva have already confirmed their participation in the BRICS summit in Kazan. It is known that the leader of the Republic of South Africa, Cyril Ramaphosa, will arrive in the capital of the Republic of Tatarstan, Kazan, with a large delegation. The summit is expected to be held in an expanded format that includes not only BRICS countries. At a stage of strengthening BRICS influence in the international arena, India's participation in the summit is strategically important.